Welcome to Build Security. Build Security makes it easy to build and manage secure authorization policies across all of your applications and services. In this video, we're going to set up a policy, publish it, and see it in action. In step 1, we will build our first policy. In the left menu, click here in the policy section. Now we're going to choose the My First Policy option, but in the future you can select the type that best suits your use case. Now we can see that our policy has been created and includes 3 built-in rules. Notice that by default, this policy is set to deny requests, while 2 of the rules are set to allow and 1 is set to deny. We can easily change this behavior for each rule or the default behavior of the entire policy by clicking here. Expanding each rule will show its policy as code representation in Open Policy Agent's language called Rego. There's also a human readable message that can be defined to be sent back to the caller in cases where this rule applies. Here, you can also add new rules or delete existing ones. We won't be covering it in this video, but you also have the ability to add a custom Rego rule instead of a pre-formatted rule, as well as write your own Rego code block. In step 2, we're going to publish our policy to a cloud-based policy decision point, which we will refer to as a PDP moving forward. A PDP is responsible for making authorization decisions based on your policy. In the future, you can create your own PDPs. To learn how to do this, please reference the docs on our website. We're going to click here to open the publishing panel and see the changes that were made in the project, or in our case, that My First Policy was created. Now let's click the Publish button. You can see that all changes were successfully published to the PDP. In our third step, we'll see the policy in action. We're going to send authorization queries to our PDP and we'll see what gets returned. We've prepared 3 curl examples, each signifying a specific user trying to conduct a certain action under the constraints of its assigned role and permissions. Copy and run any of the curl examples in your terminal window. As you can see, the response returning from the PDP includes the allow or deny decision. That's it. We can now go back to the Build Security platform and continue to the next step. In our fourth and final step, we're going to watch the decisions carried out by the PDP by reviewing the decision logs. By clicking the expand arrow, we can see a full view of all the information from that decision, including the input we sent and the result, breaking down each rule in our policy. This will allow us to detect exactly which rule allowed or denied the request. You are now ready to build your own policy that best suits your organization's authorization structure.